Today, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the final edition of Cyrene's beta kits. I know her name is pronounced Cyrene, apparently, but that sounds worse than Cyrene, low-key. There's so much drama about her that it's honestly baffling, so I'll be discussing all of that and more. But before that, let me introduce you to the best platform for recharging Stellar Jades, LD Shop. On LD Shop, you can purchase Stellar Jades at an extremely cheap rates compared to in-game. Using LD Shop, you can save up to 33% or even more when recharging your Honkai Star Rail accounts. Today, I'll be buying this Jade Pack that only costs $39.35 compared to the in-game price of $50. All you need to do is give LD Shop your account's UID and region, send your payment, and the Stellar Jades will be sent straight to your account in less than a minute. On top of that, if you recharge up to $80 in a month, you can get a supply pass for free straight from the website, which can be treated as another $5 discount on any purchase. Even if you use VPN method, you can never get a cheaper price than LD Shop with the free supply pass. There's no reason to not use this website. People who say there are risks to doing this are complete idiots that don't know how it works. I swear on my channel's integrity that you will not be banned or scammed. Don't forget to register using my link in the description for an extra 15% off coupon. I hope you would recharge on this website after registering using my link because that's the best way to support my channel as YouTube's ad revenue is genuinely horrendous. Anyways, it seems that people are mainly mad at her lack of changes and bad ramp up, but her increases for errors in general is really damn high. This is the kind of beta doom posting I've seen in every era, and in the end it's a whole bunch of nothing. When Robin was in her beta, people doom posted her to be worse than Rame, and when Trippy was in beta, people said she's literally useless. Both of those have been proven wrong by now. When it comes to Cyrene, it'll be the same. People are legit overreacting because they have some skewed perception of what Cyrene is supposed to be. Like, seriously, do you expect a character that can buff every single team in the game? Literally no supports in history could, so what's the complaints about? If she's good with Chrysos Heirs, then just run her in Chrysos Heirs teams and free up supports for the other side. The problem now is that people are literally deluded to the point that they think she's useless even for Chrysos Heirs. Aside from Finan, who is already a trash unit, she's literally good for every other heir. It's like people had this image of her being a literal goddess with 100% action advance, full ult refund, and insane ramp up, alongside 500% amp to damage because of the misinterpreted information from leakers. And now whatever upgrade she does give to the Chrysos heirs, they just think it's nothing. I'm still going to use the now gone Nicador boss as comparison because most runs were on there, and literally every heir except Finan got their lowest cost with Cyrene. Even Aglia, Mighty, and Hisselins. V3 was a buff overall for most heirs and V4 buffed Mighty even further, but people are pretending shit didn't happen. Like sure, Mighty getting cleanse is useless in pretty much all situations for the foreseeable future because he's already immune to CC, but it's not a nerf. It's literally one extra line that doesn't impact the actual gameplay, and yet I see Doomposters saying that her buff for Mighty is bad because of that when she's literally his best support for damage amp. Histelin's interaction, even though she got buffed in V4 and no nerfs at all, also got doom posted because people forgot what she did with Cyrene in the earlier versions. Now for Anaxa, he's the only one that got any form of nerf. And RMC too, I guess, but using RMC as DPS is pretty niche in the first place. Even if she got ciphered, it's not really that noticeable in teams that use her as a support. Anyways, his hypercarry potential dropped 10% to 15% because you can't really time his action advance as well as V1 alongside Cyrene's uptime for him being slightly worse. In return, they buffed his team with the Herda or any other future air edition. People are mad that his personal damage increase isn't as high, but Cyrene is literally still the best option for him. It's actually good this interaction got a nerf. Anaxa was literally clearing MOC Lygus, who has 11 million HP and 0 action value, with full E0S1 team, and also 0 cycled Judge of Oblivion at 4 cost without any idlings. Do you know how broken that is at low cost? People always cry about power creep this, power creep that, but when Hoyoverse actually tries to balance their game, the same people start crying that their character isn't literally breaking apart. Cyrene does her job and does it pretty damn well, but people want more. But if she does end up power creeping every support, they'll just complain about Hoyo devaluing their posts and making everything on their accounts obsolete. It's literally impossible to satisfy the gacha consumers. Whether a unit is broken or not, people will cry. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. The worst offenders are casters fans. They keep coping about should be this, should be that, to the point that they might actually skip the final piece of the Mono Remembrance team for literally no reason. Mono Remembrance is legit made for Cyrene too. She has 0 issues of ramp up that you might complain about in other teams, so Caster's fans are seriously just being entitled. In terms of vertical, Cyrene is ridiculously broken. She legit made casters at max investment clear both this Polite Checkmates and the next one in 0 action value. It got so bad that the devs had to remove the debuff that makes enemy advance themselves after you hit them, because it was buffing this team too much. Tribi is literally so matchup dependent that E0 Cyrene can match E6 Tribi in pure single target matchup because Cyrene's single target's interaction with casters is higher now, and yet people will say Cyrene is worse in every scenario imaginable. Cyrene is also able to help my cast team despite me not having Hysteria and being forced into sustainless. Next anomaly, I literally have no other way to get Diamond Border at a reasonable investment except with her. Even if I broke my restriction and swapped Tribi in her place without having a Hysteria, Tribi fails miserably due to not giving Cass a ult for me to sustain with. Even if you're dead set on Cyrene being a Tribi side grade in this team, it would still make no sense to complain because even in the worst timeline, Cyrene is able to free up a whole Tribi for the other side to use, which is a gigantic opportunity cost. And yet people are too blind to see that part. The biggest buff in this beta for Cyrene is definitely her DPS capabilities. She's able to run hypercarry comp way better due to having some parts of her E1 moved into base kits. In fact, it's so good that a hypercarry Cyrene can 5-cost their Psycho Sam boss, who has 11 million HP now, which is the second lowest cost 0 cycle too. Her E4 got nerfed in V4, but if it didn't, she would be the best option to clear any Polite stage in 2 cycles since the ramp up is ridiculously crazy. All in all, I'd say the beta was not bad. There were definitely more buffs than nerfs. It could be better, but gacha players are overreacting for no good reason again. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one.